Hello, I am Francesca and welcome to my kitchen, to my beautiful kitchen, of course. Today I'm going to make for you a vegan cardamom pavlova. I made it a short while ago, we loved it, but it was not perfect, so I'll try to change a couple of things. It is from just a supermarket magazine, very unassuming free magazine, but which comes with beautiful recipes. In this case it is the Tesco's magazine. And the beautiful thing about this pavlova is that it is made with Tesco's own pavlova shells. You can use your own, and as a rule I always bake my own pavlova shells. Also because it's so very easy, and you use leftover egg whites. So there you go. I've got two of these shells because we are going to put one on the top of the other. They are really beautiful. They are of course more state-of-the-art than what you'd make at home, but the homemade ones for me are still a lot better. And I'm going to show you the ingredients you'll be needing. Of course you'll be using figs. They are not the best figs of the world, but this is what you can get right now. You need 8 figs, then 3 tablespoons of honey. You can use any honey of your choice. I don't think it makes a huge amount of difference because the beautiful flavor of the honey tends to get lost in the whole scheme of things. Then 4 cardamom pods. I am using a lot more because I love cardamom. These are the cardamom pods. You have to open them and then smash them either in a food processor, but the amount is too small, or else with a pestle and mortar. I love the words pestle and mortar. There you go. You can see that English is not my language, so once in a while I discover these wonderful words. So the pestle and mortar. It has a smell. It is better than any perfume. And the thing you do is just bash it. You can possibly do it with a little mill, but not with a food processor, not even smallest ones, because the quantity is so small. You could use powder as well, which I've got, but I think seeds give a nice sprinkling on the top of the figs. So, where were we? 4 cardamom pods. I used surely 8 because I find 4 is not enough. 1 to 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. I think 1 tablespoon is enough. 300 ml of double cream. 200 ml of yogurt, which I have here. I always use Greek yogurt because I find that it is a lot, it has a better texture, and in this case I'm using a little bit of creme fraiche because I happen to have it. 2 oranges zested. Actually, I only have 1. Forgot to buy another one, but I think it's perfectly okay. We can always adapt stuff in the kitchen. And the pavlovas I've already talked about, and then we'll need some blanched hazelnuts roughly chopped, which I don't have here yet. And anyway, because I don't have enough orange zest, I have my dried one. I always dry the zests when I don't need the whole fruit, and you shouldn't throw anything away. And it also it smells wonderful, even though this was done I think in September. so at the end of the summer. There you go. First thing we are going to do, I'm going to pick up my apron because Christmas is finished, so now it's back to proper work in the kitchen and not with Christmas jumpers anymore. And I don't want to make my beautiful dress dirty. Of course, this dress, you'll guess, was bought in a charity shop. Maybe I show you a bit more at the end. I'm going to cut the figs in half and put them under the grill. That was one of the mistakes, well, not really a mistake, that I made last time. The recipe says to put them in the oven at 200 degrees, but my experience is that figs tend to become very watery and not crisp and caramelized if you don't use the grill. They say 10 minutes, I'll just keep an eye on them because of course I don't want them burned to death, the poor figs. And at the end we are going to put the figs on the top of the pavlova and we are going to use the juices. There you go. The honey, 1 tablespoon. The best way to make sure that the honey or golden syrup doesn't stick to your spoon is to first grease it with a little bit of oil, olive oil or another oil of your choice. There you go. I'm not filling the spoons hugely because I don't happen to have a sweet tooth, believe it or not. So, and now that they are going under the grill, I'm first going to sprinkle the lovely cardamom seeds that will give the figs a lovely flavor and they will smell wonderful too. There you go, and they go under the grill. Voila! So the figs are ready. They have caramelized a little bit and they are lovely. They have a lovely color and they are steeped in the honey and the cardamom. So they are going to be wonderful. They need to cool off, otherwise they will completely dissolve the cream. Now I am going to whip the cream. As I don't have enough orange zest, I've just used my dry orange zest, which is actually very, very good. And it is good that you don't throw anything away. At this time in our lives, we don't need any more waste. So if you don't use the rind, I think you call it, the peel of the citruses, do dry them in the oven and then with your food processor make it all powder. There we go. Stiff picked. It's going to make noise. We are ready. Pavlovas are never difficult to make, but this one is one of the easiest because of the shop-bought shells. Although I still prefer the homemade ones because they are kind of chewy and less sweet. The shop-bought ones are quite sweet and very dry. So I'm now adding the yogurt, or in this case yogurt and creme fraiche. It doesn't matter, it just makes the cream that much fresher which goes well with the sweetness of the pavlova. So that is done. I'm going to show you the shells as well. They are quite beautiful, because of course this is made in a machine. It's very difficult to make such a beautiful equalized pavlova like this one at home, but never mind, because what you make at home is beautiful as well. This is all made by machines. They are not expensive, so it is worth it to buy a shell if you don't have the time to make a pavlova. You can even make it just with one shell, put some cream on the top, just make half of the cream, and then the figs on the top or whatever other fruit you want. Here we have a pomegranate. I suppose most people know pomegranates, but if you live in another country probably don't. This is a wonderful fruit that we are going to scatter on the top, because the seeds look like bits of jewelry. I'll show them to you. It is such a wonderful fruit. Look at this juice. It's very juicy, and it is also very healthy. Pomegranate is very good for a lot of ailments, and these little rubies on the top, they are just wonderful. Usually you should turn it upside down and heat it with a wooden spoon. I have got to say, I have never managed to do that, so I just patiently peel them out. This is what a pomegranate cut in half looks like. So, here is the pavlova in this beautiful dish. They tell you to mix half of the juices of the figs into the cream. I am not going to do that, because the pavlova is already sweet. I'll just drizzle the juices on the top. So I'm going to put half of the cream inside this pavlova, make it nice and fluffy. By the way, don't make the cream far too stiff. I made it a little bit probably too stiff, and if it blobs nicely if you don't make it too stiff. Because it is nice if bits of the cream appear here on the side. So the cream's stiff, but not too stiff. I can press them on the top of each other to kind of squeeze out a little bit of cream. This is just so easy. So there you go. You put the other one on the top. Even a child could make a pavlova like this one. Press down a little bit so that you see bits of fluffy cream. Now the rest of the cream goes on the top, and we are almost there. Today I've got Sir Colin here helping me with filming, and it is such a pity that we don't have an island. It would be a lot easier to show all this to you if he was in front of me instead of sideways, but there we go. We do have a beautiful kitchen anyway, so we are happy with what we have, and that is the most important. And And you never know what the Dutch say, what isn't there can always come. So just fluff it up a bit so that it looks nice with the figs. Don't cry about what you don't have, just enjoy what you have now, in the hope that the universe is listening and will one day, once upon a time, bring us a kitchen with a beautiful island. Actually, when I had kitchens with islands, I was not making videos. There you go. In Portugal, we say God gives nuts to those who have no teeth. Now I'm going to wait for my figs to cool off. I'm going to add a little bit of lemon juice to the juices. I'll put the figs on the top. I'll drizzle with the juice and some pomegranate seeds. And our pavlova will be ready. See you later. Our pavlova is as good as ready. The figs are nice and cold, or else they would be melting the cream, which wouldn't be a good thing. Let's see if I make this nicely, because the presentation is a big part of cooking. Maybe sometimes your cooking is not the best of the world, but it always should look beautiful. By the way, I've just been looking at the origins of pavlova, and I don't think anybody knows. It seems to have had something with the ballerina Anna Pavlova, but then nobody quite knows, and she visited New Zealand and Australia, and anyway, she was Russian. And now we have pavlova. That is the most important. You can always bake the shells a long time ahead if you put them in a tin or you wrap them in cling film. They stay okay for a long time. I once had a lot of egg whites left over, and I baked the pavlova weeks ahead of Christmas, and it was marvelous with Christmas. So, and you can make it round, you can make it long, you can kind of with the bag, the pastry bag, make stripes all together and make two long beads. You can use your imagination and make the best pavlova in the world. If you don't need all the figs, don't use them all. If you do, by all means. I love figs, so let's see if I get an extra one. Look how beautiful this is starting to look. I'm going to use this little one. I don't have a huge amount of juice to sprinkle on the top, but never mind. I will just wash my hands. Yes, look, here goes the last one. Perfect. And if you live in a country with lovely figs ripe from the tree, this is an amazing, truly amazing pavlova to make. If not, make with other fruits, cream fruit. There are a lot of different recipes, and they all tend to be very, very nice. Let's see if I get the caramel a little bit loose. Otherwise, I'll warm up the tin for a few minutes, but that will create a problem with the cream. I don't want to melt the cream, of course. Makes quite a lot of noise. The cream is a little bit caramelized, which in a way is a good thing. going to drizzle the juices on the top. Look here. Oh, isn't this marvelous? This is cardamom fig juice with honey. Look at how beautiful this is. And it makes the pavlova look amazing. So again, I wouldn't advise you putting the figs in the oven because they become too mushy. You get more juice, but you get very soft figs. I would advise you to do what I did under the grill for maybe 5 minutes, and that is enough. Here you go. The pomegranate seeds. Look how beautiful this is. It's a pity they have those hard seeds in the middle, but then I suppose that's why they are called seeds. But it is a marvelous fruit. Let's scatter a bit around. Let's be generous. After Christmas we should still be generous and not keep generosity only for Christmas. There you go. I am hungry. Believe me. So this is all looking very pretty. Then I'm going to scatter some nuts as well. I have crispened up the nuts. I suppose you don't say crispened up, but you know what I mean. I have baked them. Actually, I can find it more beautiful without the nuts. So just a few nuts then, and a little bit of orange rind. Smells beautifully. Really does. So orange rind all over. There you go. And if you like my channel, you know, please subscribe, give a like, share with friends and family. The more viewings we have, the more effort we put into our videos and make a lot more videos. There you are. This is our beautiful fig and cardamom pavlova. And with it, I'll wish you all a beautiful 2018 already. And Sir Colin and I will be trying the pavlova for you. I hope you like it. It smells amazing. It really does, and it looks amazing too. A beautiful dish deserves a beautiful photo. Let us cut our pavlova. I almost feel like I'm going to cut a wedding cake. By the way, look at this beautiful dress, and of course from a Cardiff charity shop. Let us do here a little fashion show. I do have a video on clothes spotting the Cardiff charity shops. There you go, you can look chic, fashionable for maybe £3, £4, £5, £6. You don't need to spend hundreds. So, the solemn moment of the cutting of the pavlova. Oh, there we go. I hope I don't destroy it. I'm not very good with cutting cakes, mind you. It is very crunchy, but again, do make this pavlova with your own shell. and it will look beautiful as well, and probably be even tastier. Let us try not to end up in complete disaster. There we go. One for me and one for Colin. Let's see if I manage to come up with a more beautiful slice, which actually has a peach on the top. There you go. Oh, this is how you destroy a perfectly beautiful pavlova. Big slice for Sir Colin, because he's very tall. You have seen him already. He's very, very tall. And by the way, soon we'll have more videos of Sir Colin swimming in Greece. We haven't posted them all yet. Oh my god, this is going wrong. And probably if it goes wrong, my video goes viral. If it goes beautifully, nobody cares. Oh, isn't life sad? It is. So, never mind, let's put an extra fig on the top of mine. Tastes good. It tastes at least as good as it looks. And now I'll call Sir Colin to come here from behind the camera and try the pavlova with me. And here is a slice for Sir Colin Sharman, who has been working so hard behind the camera.
Thank you, Lady Francesca.
There you go, my
wow,
love.
this looks fantastic.
It does.
Wow.
We should have dinner soon, sir.
Yeah.
It's very, very naughty to be
absolutely.
To be eating pavlova. Oh. It tastes really good. It really tastes good.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. It even tastes better than it looks.
It's very good with the lemon juice coming through. The figs, the pomegranate, and then that little hint of I should speak with my mouth open. No, with my mouth full. That little hint of honey.
And now I think we should say good night to all the viewers.
I'm happy 2018.
Happy 2018.
See you again soon for some singing, some chatting, some
I could thoroughly recommend this pavlova. Absolutely. For all kinds of reasons.
What's not to like?